We get drone shots.
Drone,
we
right.
reenacting war scenes. It's huge, you know. And you got 8 hours to do all this, right? You got 8 hours to get all this done.
The producers pushing it because we ain't got money to be spending on 2 I told my mom and wife I would only have one.
I'll drink the rest of his if you need to.
So we're gonna
That's what collaborators do. We look out for each other.
Right.
Everybody, welcome to the show. This here, what's gonna happen tonight, is a show about making mistakes, recovering from mistakes, like having a big idea, telling all your friends about it, and then regretting that you told your friends about it because you kind of hit a bottom, or you run out of money, or you have to pay taxes. Like whatever it is, we make mistakes when there's something that we want to do, and we want to do really great things in the world. All of us are like that, and that's what we're going to be talking about today. We're going to be talking to Drew and Jerry out of Portland, Oregon. They are filmmakers, and they're making a film called Buffalo Soldiers. We're going to be talking about that tonight. I'm a little intimidated. I won't lie. Filmmakers are cool, and writers are cool, and actors are cool, and I really want to be cool. Hey everybody, welcome my guests tonight, our guests tonight, Drew and Jerry, both filmmakers out of Portland, Oregon. Is that where you guys are at?
I'm representing Vancouver.
Vancouver
You
and
represent
Portland.
Vancouver. I represent Portland.
Shout out Vancouver.
Right over the water. Right over the water.
Right over the water. So you, both filmmakers that made a film called Buffalo Soldiers. And we're going to be talking about that a little bit. Actually, why don't we just start there? You guys want to tell me like what the project's about, what the film's about?
Sure. So the Buffalo Soldiers was an all-black regiment created by Congress after the Civil War in 1866. They fought in the Indian Wars. They were actually veterans of the Indian Wars.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they pretty much helped clear up the western frontier for people to be able to migrate here to the Pacific Northwest.
Yeah.
During that time, they had right after the Civil War, they opened up the Oregon Territory, right? So they were giving away 1 square mile of land for every white male that would travel across the country. And at the same time, they give away, 2 square miles of land if you had a family.
Yeah.
But at the same time, they had these exclusion laws where people of color couldn't live here.
But they could make the way for everybody else to come and live here. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But the Buffalo Soldiers helped clear up the frontier. They came out and helped lay down the foundation, helped clear up some of the national parks, sustain the national parks.
Yeah.
What's a missing piece of American history, right? Not just African American history, but all of our history. And the most people know about the Buffalo Soldiers is the Bob Marley song.
I know, that's
right?
me. I like. Are both of you interested in history? Like, in sort of by the way, like I'm at least aware that most history is not a people's history, right? Most history is what, like, whoever the victors are, they're the ones that tell the history, right? And put it together, whatever they want the story or the narrative to be, all the way through. But did you grow up kind of interested in digging on that and finding out what sort of like the truth is or what history is? And
Drew and I come from 2 different places.
Yeah.
We got 2 different backgrounds. We end up coming together as brothers on this project to collaborate.
Yeah.
And make it meaningful. So my story is a little bit different from his, and he has his passions too.
Yeah.
But I can say that I grew up mostly in Atlanta, Georgia. And in Georgia we had Black history. We had Black history class.
Yeah.
I didn't hear hardly anything about the Buffalo Soldiers.
Yeah.
And I wasn't really into history, to be specific. To be honest, it wasn't until I became a filmmaker.
What were you into growing up?
Sports.
Yeah.
Playing ball, hooping.
Yeah.
Chasing after the women. They went on for a long time.
They
went on for a long time until I couldn't get them. I couldn't get them like I want to anymore. So when it slowed down,
I know what I need to do. I'll become an actor.
Yeah.
And then
too. I became an actor. So so like my creative passions right now is something new to me over the past decade.
Yeah.
So I just been experimenting with that. And then Drew and I, he reached out to me when he was, passionate about the film.
Yeah.
And I was learning more about the history.
Yeah.
Black history, especially here in the Pacific Northwest, the very limited pieces we have, And so here we are.
Yeah. What was it? What's your background?
So I moved here from Denver in 2017, and I was making music videos and web commercials.
So you're doing filmmaking like for a long time.
Yeah, but I hadn't made a feature and wanted to definitely evolve in my career.
Yeah.
When I came out here, I wanted to get more involved in the film community, so I volunteered at the Langston Hughes Foundation in Seattle, and they were doing a Juneteenth celebration. And I brought my family, my daughters and my wife with me. It was an opportunity for them to see the community and get involved with the community. And while we was there, I was catching some footage, and my daughter and wife checked out the festival, and I heard my daughter yell, "Ooh, horsies!" And I looked up, and I seen these guys galloping up the hill on horseback, dressed in Union
like the
garments.
Uniforms, right? They got
like
the gray coming up, like
and she asked me, "Who are they?" And I had forgot who they were myself.
Yeah.
And then it clicked to me that, you know, these are the Buffalo Soldiers.
No way.
And that's when I knew that we all needed to know this.
Now, did you hear about him as an actor, and that's how you guys connected?
Yeah, actually, so I was living in Tacoma, and I moved down to Vancouver because actually all the crew is across the water in Portland. I had people were telling me about this guy, that I should contact this guy to help me on the film.
Yeah.
And I eventually did. I seen his commercial and was like, yeah.
What was it? What was the commercial that you saw?
It was a Swiffer commercial.
Yeah, the Swiffer.
No way.
Yeah,
the Swiffer wet jet with me and my son. It was a big grade A national piece that they had billboards and stuff.
Well, that's good.
There. And not just
that's
that.
Good money, a national commercial.
Oh man, it was amazing.
Yeah,
I need
dude.
more. I need more.
Yeah.
Not just that, he had done a film also before, right? And you don't meet a lot of people that have done a whole film, right?
Yeah.
It's a hard process, and with him having that background, wanting to make opportunities for African Americans in the field, right? I definitely gravitated towards wanting Jerry to come and help on the project.
Yeah. What's the filmmaking scene? Is it like a family, like in the Northwest, like Portland and everything? Like, do you know each other in the business? And
it's a small community. With starting this project, I knew that I had to build a community around the project. Right?
Yeah.
This is not just. Even though we're producing the film, directing the film, it's not our film, it's American history film. So, bringing everybody together on the film and building the community is what we wanted to do.
You know, putting the team together, you had to build a team around the project.
Yeah.
And especially if you want a project that's going to be diverse, inclusive, accessible.
Yeah.
And, and offer opportunities for everybody. So
Yeah.
That's usually a challenge. That's usually a challenge here. But there has been some overlap too with Seattle and Portland. You know? So we get these projects, and I go audition with a lot of people from up here in Seattle.
Okay.
But they see me up here too when they have some of the bigger projects.
Now you're acting as well, but I mean, in this particular case, is filmmaking. I mean, you're like, what roles do you guys play? The director, producer.
We're co-directors on the project. I'm producing the project, the filmmaker behind the project.
Yeah. All right. Well, more. I have all sorts of questions about filmmaking.
Let him know.
I think, so as soon as Jack takes out his phone and takes a picture of the drinks for like Instagram, I know that he's ready.
I smell something.
Yeah, I know.
I smell something burning.
I know you can hear the fire.
It's gonna be hot.
Coming through. Jack, what are we drinking? I know you're probably wrapping up a little bit.
We are drinking the 3rd Cavalry cocktail. It's a rendition of the 4th Regiment, but all black. In this case, we've got a black strap rum for our base. Molasses rum trade was the major 2 precursors to slaves even being brought to America. That being said, we back that up with a little fermented honey, which is kind of something you would find here, something that would have been used by natives, something that was used by all of the indigenous people. Combine that with a little bit of red sandalwood from Africa, chinar, which is an amaro, a little bit of dubonnet, which is flavored with what's called holy bark cinchona. And then there's a couple of savory aspects that I'll tell you about after we drop this bad boy down on you guys.
All right.
It smells good.
Did you understand the stuff he was talking about? You smell sandalwood?
I think.
Have you had smoking drinks before, like
I have
smoked
not.
drinks?
This would be the first
Are you
time.
serious?
Yeah.
So where's the film? Is the film done?
It'll be done this spring, 2020.
Now, is the shooting done? Are you just in like post-production?
Yeah, we're in post-production now.
Right on.
Animation, all that good stuff.
Right.
We got a lot of animation. This is a real animation and reenactment. All black.
This is it. That's it, right? Like, okay, yeah, no, take. It looks thick.
I'm going last because I don't want to look desperate.
All right, because I don't want to look desperate.
I've been waiting on this.
No, we got started. You're like, when we start drinking?
Yeah, when we gonna start drinking?
All right.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers to the Buffalo Soldiers.
Oh, man. Otherwise, we wouldn't be here.
Ready and forward. Oh, wow. That's good.
That's delicious. It's delicious. Got a little kick to it, too. It's flavorful.
Little kick. Yeah.
I told my mom and wife I would only have one.
Is that what you told them?
I did. I promised them. They were nervous.
I didn't make no promises.
You didn't make no, like.
I'll drink the rest of his if you need me to.
So we're going to be
what collaborators do. We look out for each other, right? The biggest thing about documentaries is pulling together a crew of people from all over, not just the crew itself, but doing the research, exercising the due diligence, learning the story, especially if you're doing history, learning the history and being precise because people are watching. There's a lot that goes into that versus sound studio going and making a commercial.
Yeah, just going in.
There's a lot going into that too, but that's a turnover in like 2 days. Like a documentary on average take 5 to 7 years.
Yeah.
So project management is being diligent, pushing the project, pushing on, moving forward. That's what Drew's been doing as primary producer of the documentary.
What would you say your styles are as directors? Then working with people and putting stuff together, like.
So I mostly do behind offset, and Jerry does a lot of the onset type of work.
Okay.
So I put all the budget, the people together, location.
Yeah.
Jerry runs the camera, you know what I mean, talks to the interviews mostly.
We kind of like sometimes like the yin and the yang, but like it comes together real nicely.
In doing the research for this, like how personal are you able to get in doing this type of research? Like, do you get the names of Buffalo soldiers, their stories, their families, like where they ended up? Like, do you learn about that type of stuff all the way through?
Absolutely. We hire research students, Portland State University.
Yeah.
The movie follows Moses Williams, Oregon's first Medal of Honor recipient.
Moses Williams?
Moses Williams. He's our main person, historical figure who takes us through the Buffalo Soldiers' journey.
Like the myth is like Grizzly Adams. Mm-hmm. That's the myth. Like the mountain men made it possible and safe for
It's the Buffalo Soldiers.
It's the Buffalo Soldiers.
Right. I mean, a significant role in everything that's happened here on the Western frontier.
Yeah.
But it all get washed over. And then you look at some of these soldiers, these men of honor. I want to make sure I say that about the Buffalo Soldiers. They are men of honor, and should be respected as such. But a lot of their accomplishments were overcome by white lieutenants and soldiers. They go out and help, go in and significantly fight a battle. It'll be their lieutenant who gets all the credit for it. Mm-hmm. And that's the stuff that we've been learning through doing the research on this whole documentary. You've been learning a whole lot of the history and what's been whitewashed.
Yeah. Tell me about some of the hardships you ran into in trying to put this together. Tell me where it's been where it's been rough, like trying to make this happen.
Fundraising has been rough, right? Getting people to see the vision at first on what it could be. We came a long way, and it started back in June of last year, right? And we've been able to pull a great community together, but it hasn't been easy at first, right?
What do you guys do when you get a little stressed out about everything you're putting together?
I mean, basically, he gets stressed, he dump it on me. Hey man, this and this. I get stressed, I dump it on him. So I guess we kind of help each other out.
Yeah. The sense I get from both of you, and I could be totally wrong, that the challenges are always there.
Yeah.
That you're just used to the challenges.
Yeah, you just
like
work
I think
around
that's the
them
sense.
or knock them down or figure them out. It's problem solving the whole time. Right?
Yeah.
Well, there was times where, you know, I thought it was a dumb idea, right, to make a documentary. I didn't know how I was gonna actually pull it together, right? It was hard to, you know, to start something from nothing, right?
Yeah.
And but we slowly started building this community and people started gravitating, and it's actually amazing all the resources we had available to us once we got going, from locations, right? They want to be a part of it. Locations, actors, horses, right?
Those horses want to be a part of it.
People pay a lot of money for horse trainers, right? And we had the Buffalo Soldiers of Seattle Living History Group. They've been, you know, completely on board with helping us.
They had the horses already trained then.
We have the motorcycle club, Buffalo Soldiers Motorcycle Club, Seattle, Tacoma in the film. We have the Moses Williams chapter out of Portland that's in the film. We have the Buffalo Soldiers Museum in Tacoma, right? There's so many things right here up under your nose, so many groups, so many legacy groups right up under your nose. You just gotta look. And they were all completely for us making the film.
It takes a while to get there though.
Yeah.
You know, it feels good now that, you know, all the hard work that goes into it from the beginning.
Yeah.
Getting people to buy in, getting people to trust you. You know, especially as black men who are coming in trying to make a film about black history. Yeah. And it's like, who are these guys? And being able to sell that, you know. But then now, like you say, like now the momentum's here. Yeah. And it's starting to really take off for us, and it feels good. It feels good to come in and be here. Yeah. To be a part of this and talk about it with you guys, you know.
No, it's phenomenal.
It was a lot more stressful than I would have thought with all the horses and you know what I'm saying? So we needed all the people, you know, food, right? It was
we getting drone shots.
Drones.
You know, we reenacting war scenes. It was huge, you know, and it's like, huge. And we got
natives.
A lot of us have never met
really?
before.
Everybody there.
And you never met before, and you know, so those are the challenges within itself. Like, how do you overcome this? And you got 8 hours to do all this. Right? You got 8 hours to get all this done because someone got to be somewhere at some given moment of time.
Or the producers pushing it because we ain't got money to be spending on 2 days. We only got 1 day. The set doesn't be too much drama.
No.
Right? It more on the hustle and fundraising side. That's the part that keeps you up at night. That's the part that makes you bang your head up against the wall like, why am I doing this? Yeah. And then like, what the hell else am I gonna do about it?
Right. You guys, like, is this the only thing you work on, or you work on other things too? Like, are you totally dedicated to this right now?
I'm working on this 100%. Yeah. I recently, we got a fellowship for the project with Firelight. So, yeah, this is all I do.
This is all you do. Tell me about this Firelight Fellowship. Like, what is that?
So Firelight Media is out of New York. The great filmmaker Stanley Nelson is his fellowship. Yeah. He did the film Black Panthers, Vanguards of Freedom. This is the guy who is taking us under his wing to help us.
You say he's taking you under wing. Like, you talk to him, you like consult with him.
Yeah,
like,
he gives us a creative producer that helps us get the film in top shape. Yeah. We go on retreats, grants.
Now, did you pitch him, or did he discover you?
We applied.
Yeah.
And we're one out of 12 out of God knows how many people applied.
Wow. Right? So there are 12 that he's working with. Yeah. That's amazing. Do you know any of the others? I mean, like, do you get to work with the others? Is it like a community? Or?
Yeah, it's a community. We all email and we do online
collaboration.
Yeah, all documentary filmmakers too?
Yep, all documentary filmmakers. Out and checked out some of their trailers. They all look great too. So we are in like an exclusive group, I feel like.
How do you then like get it out for people to see? Do you guys know like distribution on these types of things? Is it something where you submit to film festivals?
Yeah, we're gonna do film festivals, and Firelight's gonna help us with our distribution. So we don't quite know what platform it's going on, but we will be doing local screenings, touring, and whatnot like that.
Spring 2020.
Spring 2020.
What do you? I know this is your focus. I know this is like what you're focusing on to kind of come to fruition. Like, you start thinking about at all what you might do next?
Oh yes, definitely.
Yeah.
I want to continue on this path and telling these untold African American stories.
Yeah.
So that we all know.
Yeah.
Right. There's a lot of them that we are unfamiliar with and that we should know.
Yeah.
So the next one is going to be Black Hollywood.
Yeah. Yes.
1930.
1930s?
Minstrel. Black Hollywood.
Yeah.
What do you think? Good?
Yeah. Well, awesome. Thank you so much for being on the show. Like, I love this. I love learning about this. I love what you're doing. One more drink. You guys have a special way you like to say, you just do cheers. Is that it?
That's it.
Yeah.
Cheers, toast, whatever. Cheers.
Thank you.
Cheers.
Thank you so much for being on the
To
show.
the Buffalo Soldiers.
To the Buffalo Soldiers,
of the Pacific
man.
Northwest.
Yeah, thank you, man. Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh man, that was amazing. Thank you, Drew. Thank you, Jerry. And if you have your own mistakes, go to fups.com. We'd love to have you on the show.